Morning, everyone. September 14th, and this is your daily financial news. First and foremost, a couple of shout outs to you. Thank you for all of your support. We are ticking towards 9,500 YouTube subscribers. I believe we're 49 away from 9,500 on our path to 10,000. Thank you very much. And it looks like we are about 100 or so away from 5,000 Instagram followers. Again, one rental at a time. So thank you, thank you, thank you. As for our daily financial news, first and foremost, we're 50 days away from an important election, one that will, impact the next 4 years for sure. So it will be interesting to see how we progress from here. Again, 50 days away. The big news of the day has to be Oracle being selected as the technology partner for TikTok. I don't know. This doesn't feel like the deal that I thought was supposed to be done. I thought we were worried about having China have US data and the algorithm and the code and all of that. So we were supposed to kind of take a snapshot, bring it home. Again, we don't know for sure, but early reporting is this is not a sale. This is a technology agreement, maybe a cloud-based agreement, where you maybe take the servers from a China-based company and put them on Oracle's. But that doesn't feel like the algorithm, doesn't feel like AI. It kind of feels like deals that the US tech sector, is always pissed off at China for. Kind of feels like we're doing one of those deals. But again, we'll see. We've got a couple of days to kind of let the things come out. But yeah, it doesn't leave me with a very good feeling. At least maybe a little bait and switch. Maybe priorities have changed. I don't know. But a technology partnership is not a sale. And I think I would be disappointed if, because of relationships between a company and the current administration, makes this okay. And I don't think it's out of the realm to say Oracle is friendly with the Trump administration. It's pretty obvious. So that would be disappointing if it goes that way because of that reason. But I rest assured that we still have some days to figure it out. Maybe there is a sale there and we're just not reporting the news just yet. Next up, Nikola. I don't know if you saw it. I think you talked about it over the weekend. They were targeted by an aggressive short seller. And I've talked about Nikola a couple of times, mainly their CEO and founder being a charismatic guy who knows how to sell. And he has been selling a vision. And that vision actually got him General Motors buying 11% of his company. So he's clearly pretty good at it. Yes, and smash that like button. Thank you. Jabs are stiff. That's a very nice reminder. I always forget. I got to be like Graham Stephan. Hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Yeah, doesn't feel right to me. Back to Nikola. Again, they are being identified for misleading comments and all kinds of things. It is going to be interesting to watch. They are down again today, at least pre-market. I do all my reading pre-market, down about 6%. They did come back and kind of counteract all of the claims. Well, at least they said they counteracted. It doesn't look to be complete, at least in my opinion. And again, as someone who was burned by Enron back in the day, right now, 20 years ago, 18 years ago, when a company feels like they have to respond to a short seller's nasty comments, kind of feels like there's some smoke, and where there's some smoke, there's fire. That doesn't leave me warm and fuzzy. Again, remember, I'm burned by Enron, so maybe I look at all of these situations with a negative lens. But yeah, Nikola doesn't feel like it's all there to me. But who knows? Delta raising some more money. Delta, the airline company. I don't know why companies feel like they can raise debt and they're going to become stronger Delta is raising $6.5 billion by putting up their frequent flyer program as collateral, which again, I don't understand, but it clearly is working. $6.5 billion more in debt. That is loading up the balance sheet. Looks like, again, we know that October 1st is a big day for airlines. Clearly, if the American public is not going to get a stimulus, I would hope that we're not going to bail out 6, 7, 8 airlines. But you never know. We'll see. I certainly hope it doesn't happen. We are seeing some deals. Cheap debt means strong companies get stronger. NVIDIA is buying chipmaker ARM Holdings from SoftBank for just shy of $40 billion. ARM Holdings licensed and helped create 22 billion chips last year. That's a lot of chips. So their technology is everywhere. It really makes NVIDIA stronger should the deal go through. Being purchased from SoftBank. A couple of things to think about. First, SoftBank seems to be selling a lot of things recently. I'm wondering, are they looking to go private? Right? They raise cash so they can go private. Pretty interesting. So we'll see what happens there. But the other thing I wonder about is Intel. What happened to Intel? Right? Intel used to be this big, it's really where the Silicon Valley was built 30 years ago, 35 years ago. Where are they now that NVIDIA actually has a larger market cap and it seems to be moving forward, them and AMD. So really wonder what's going on at SoftBank and then Intel. I saw an article about UK house prices. UK is struggling in depths of a recession. They got Brexit coming. They're actually looking at home prices dropping 14% next year. That's, that's a pretty significant drop. I need to check. I don't know the lending standards there, right? I don't know if they have like low down payments, 5% or less, for example. But if you're going to drop 14%, there's going to be a lot of homeowners underwater. And my experience is that's not a good thing. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. Pretty deep recession. Okta, a Silicon Valley-based software company, has come out over the weekend and said Bay Area employees, tech workers, can live anywhere permanently. So another company kind of following on what Jack Dorsey did at Twitter. But they did say that they will have to adjust their pay. There was an article, I forget where it was, I think it was Bloomberg, that talked about, hey, if you're a Bay Area employee and you're moving out of state, your wages will be reduced. They gave a couple of examples. If you go from San Francisco to San Diego, for example, your salary is cut 8%. If you go San Francisco to Denver, your salary could be cut 18%. I would argue even with that cut, that your standard of living, quality of life goes up. You're not living in a $4,000 shoebox with roommates. You're living in a home that you own. You go from renter to owner. And I'm on record saying that that is a good thing always. Another deal that was being done, Verizon is buying Track Mobile for $6.5 billion. Again, cheap debt is cheap debt. They are looking to add more subs to their prepaid business, which is where Track Phone plays. So again, Verizon doing another deal. And then the final thing I found, or actually a couple more things. First, looks like the business owners in New York City are increasingly unhappy with Mayor de Blasio. And they've signed an open letter. 150 senior executives and founders signed an open letter basically saying, do your job. You have been wasteful for too long. Your attacks on the successful are not helping. They are leaving. You are wasteful. You are public safety is going the wrong way, and our city is not clean. Kind of 3 strikes and you're out, if you ask me. I can't see. I don't know when Mayor de Blasio is up for re-election, but one would hope that that would not be a track record for re-election. And this came from, was led by real estate CEO Scott Rechler. I think that's his name. The other thing I'm watching on the side is oil, right? Stocks are very volatile. I think they were up this morning. At least they were reported to be up when I was watching. But I'm watching oil because oil is far more, to me, as an indicator of what's going on in the economy, as oil is so pervasive throughout our economy. And oil's weak again today after a really bad week. This is telling me that the second half may not be as strong. I think Q3 GDP, which will be over in about 2 weeks, is going to be strong. I think we talked Friday about Goldman Sachs reporting potentially 35% jump, which is massive. But it's the economy is slowing down, I think. Housing a clear bright spot, hospitality weak, travel weak, entertainment weak, movies weak. There's a lot more bad than good. I'm still generally positive about 2021. Again, I think I'm being hopefully consistent. I see more pain in 2020. We just got to get through it, right? We're in the train wreck. The trains are crashing. We're in it now. And then we're going to come out of this in 2021. That's kind of what I see. So, and then lastly, just because I watched David Portnoy, again, the guy who says stocks only go up, he actually ran through his stocks this morning, which I thought was interesting. Again, I don't know if this is true. This is just what he said. He has Lululemon, Smith & Wesson, Apple, RKT, I don't know what that is, PayPal, Tesla, Amazon, SPAC, SPCC or SPAC, I didn't catch it right, Shopify, and Fistly. So a couple of stocks, don't know what they are, but that's his portfolio. So again, nice to know what he's doing. So again, thank you very much for the support. I'm going to get ready for Greg Dickerson's interview here in a few minutes. And you have a wonderful day, okay? Take care. Bye.